ashfur.com.
Hello and welcome to ashfur.com. You are watching an interesting video on rescuing teenager from depression. Dealing with depressed teenagers requires a bit more delicacy.
Please read the disclaimer carefully.
Life isn't always easy. This much is a fact, and sometimes the difficulty just gets inside your head in the wrong way. It happens all the time, even at times where it seems that there is no reason for the pressure to suddenly kick in. Depression isn't exactly the most avertive things to deal with, ranking way below missing arm on the list of things that are easy to notice. Throw in the fact that depression has a lot, with a lot of emphasis on a lot, of possible causes, and that people, especially teenagers, can't properly identify or deal with the causes of their depression, and it's a sour pickle that pops. Dealing with depressed people like teenagers requires a bit more delicacy than dealing with not so depressed people. It isn't easy, and it isn't possible to create a general formula for handling depressed people, but we, being the stubborn humans that we are, have tried to do so anyway, and came up with a few safe tips. A big step to start with is to stop with the snap out of it talks. Telling depressed people to snap out of depression is two things. First, it is common to the point of illogic, and second, it is utterly and irrevocably pointless. I have personally struggled with depression, not quite as severe a case as some could say, and have heard this phrase a lot more than I'd care to. Personally, and as many I know would agree, the phrase is the equivalent of telling a drowning man to stop drowning. Telling a depressed person to stop being depressed not only contributes absolutely nothing meaningful, it also creates a bit of frustration in the same way that a drowning person will get mad at a bystander calling out for him to stop drowning instead of helping him out. Oh, I could just stop being depressed. Why haven't I tried that before, except I have and it didn't work. Why did you think I was still depressed, huh? On the plus side, that might turn the person from depression to anger for a brief moment. On the minus side of things, it might lead to that anger going into something terrible like a harsh breakdown, or hopefully not a violent outburst. Another thing to keep in mind is related to that said possible switching between depression to anger and any other shade of emotion. Wondering how that switch is possible? It's because depression is informitous, that is, it has no set form and manifests differently from person to person. Depression sometimes shows itself as a person being sad, which is probably the image that pops into your head upon hearing the word, or sometimes a total, lethargic silence. Sometimes it becomes anger, and sometimes it is displayed as the lack of emotion. Keep this in mind and remember that dismissing depression because it doesn't fit the image in your mind does wonders for the depressed person. Heavy sarcasm intended. The last thing they need is a person telling them that they're fake.
Thank you for watching this interesting and informative video. This channel offers motivational, inspirational, valuable and informative videos to soothe, cleanse and inspire your health, mind, body and spirit. You can find a lot of interesting videos on wide range of topics here. Stay tuned and keep watching.